November 93, I believe it was, the end of November 93. Yeah, we couldn't wait, we had to get tickets. So we grabbed a bunch of tickets, travelled down, stood outside the sanctuary and the walls were rumbling. The queue was huge, it was freezing cold. But that was just the first taste of like the warehouse kind of side of raving. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it when you feel that music going through your chest, stood outside a building. Yeah, you can't wait to get in. Yeah, I lost most of the people I went with for most of the night. Lights came on. You're kind of walking out and all of a sudden you feel a hand on your shoulder and it was like, oh, wow, what a night. And then the drive home, I don't think we stopped talking about where we were going to go next, looking through the flyers that we had in the car. Yeah, it certainly lit a fire in all of us. Just the flyer brings back the trip home more than anything, I think, and the want to do it again. It's not necessarily a great flyer visually, but it's just that the fact that it was our first, or mine. That's why it's up there. Lockdown is when it first kind of kicked in. We were doing some Zoom quizzes and it just came up in conversation, the first event, and once we finished the Zoom chat, I started looking online for flyers and then I saw that they were selling. I had no idea there was a market for it or even that there was so many out there. Having the first 2 or 3 back was like, now I've got to get them all. I've just got to go and get them all. I've got a photograph of me standing in front of my original flyer wall with a Dreamscape hoodie, long hair. When I stand in front of this wall, it's as if I am in that picture still, because what these mean, you can't put it into words. It's more than that. It's much more than that. Yeah. It makes me smile every morning. More often than not, I stop on the landing just to have another look over some of it, almost every time I walk past it. And that might sound unbelievable, but it isn't. You can't stop looking at it. Honestly, you can't. So yeah, it's in a perfect place. It helps me in the mornings. Yeah, if you want something pleasing on the eye, there it is.
I understand that when you moved here, was that when you first got rid of your original collection of flyers?
Yeah, it is.
What was the decision-making process?
I didn't think I'd need them again. As I say, it's 96 I came and just thought I won't be needing the cassettes, the flyers, everything that I'd had rave related. Or there was a lad, he had just got into the scene. So I thought, well, might as well just gift them everything to him and let it all go. Yeah, cassettes, everything. All went. Got in touch with him 5 or 6 years ago to see if there was any chance of him having it, and he said he'd sold it all on a car boot sale. I just started with a few, putting them up, and as I got more and more, I just wanted to fit more and more, so I had to take them all down, put them in closer, carried on, and then it just didn't look right. The second time it just didn't feel right, so I took them all down again, swapped all the frames around. I started from a different point in the wall rather than from the corner. I started from the middle and worked away out. I've been known to take flyers into town with me and just sit them in it, and if it's not right, it's not coming home.
Go in there and I eat.
That's where it started. That's where it started.
Leave you to it now.
Thank you. Cool then. It's difficult enough finding the right size for the right flyer. If it doesn't show it off, then it's not going to sit in it. Some of them have made it home. They've made it on the wall even, and then they've come down again because after a couple of times of walking past it, you just have a little bit of doubt about a frame, and it might as well not be there. I've come in not having really anything to frame as such. Loads of flyers, but just certain ones. But yeah, if I'm walking past, I'll just go in, have a look, and I generally stack them all up here and go out. I'm like, how much for? Because they've not been priced up in here yet. They've not made it to the shop, so it's like, how much for that lot? And then we have to get Vanessa to bring the car around so I can throw them all in the boot. That's the one. I think, especially now, we've got the plaque on. I used to take the flyer out with me, charity shopping, find frames, put the flyer in it. Not that one, not that one. The guys in the charity shops used to let me in the back rooms as soon as I walk in. They're like, yeah, go down the back. It didn't have glass in that one. I can get some, but I just feel like it feels closer to me because it's not behind glass. Each one has to fit the right frame, and that one needed a frame that said, he's the boss of the wall, really. I think it just stands out more. The fact that it's not just an image, it represents the scene, and it was the one that stood out more when we were younger, when we were kids. We all had it, and then all of a sudden none of us had it. Have come a long way. So yeah, they need to be presented in a good fashion. And I like to think I've done it. It's quite strange, given they should look good in any frame, really, shouldn't they? But no, they don't. It was something that had been sat there a while waiting to come out, clearly, because you don't just pick something up and run with it as I've ran with it so quickly. I don't know. I've never done anything like that before, where with something where I've just thought I'm going to start doing that, and then all of a sudden it's taken over everything. So it's been waiting to come out for quite a while, I would say. If not since the day I gave them away in '96, they've just been knocking at the door waiting to come back, and eventually they did, and when they did, they came like a herd. So yeah, it's nice to have them back. It's not the same looking at anything on a screen. You need to have it to feel it. Just the fact that some of these aren't in mint condition, I think it means more because they've done their rounds. They're not mine, so they've come from somebody else's experiences and bedroom walls, in the loft, whatever path they've had. I've certainly found home here, in whatever condition they're in. Yeah, they're gold, aren't they?